Ever wondered how something as sweet as sugar could be secretly sabotaging your health? It's a shocking reality that many of us face daily, with excess sugar lurking in our diets and wreaking havoc on our bodies. As a nutrition expert, I've seen firsthand how cutting back can transform lives. But let's dive deeper and uncover the truth behind this sugary epidemic. And here's where it gets controversial. While some swear by complete sugar elimination, others argue that moderation is key. Does the science really support a zero-tolerance approach? Sugar is omnipresent in our modern world, and countless individuals consume way more than they realize. Guidelines from health authorities like the NHS suggest that adults limit free sugars to no more than 30 grams daily, roughly equivalent to 6 teaspoons, while children should cap it at 24 grams, with even lower amounts for little ones under 7. But what does this overindulgence truly do to our well-being, and how can we regain control? Speaking from my experience as a health and nutrition coach, this very subject ignited my love for nutrition over 15 years ago. During my university days, when illness struck, drastically reducing sugar and revamping my eating habits and lifestyle led to remarkable improvements in just weeks. It highlighted how everyday food choices influence not just our weight and digestion, but also our mood and overall vitality. That said, I still enjoy sugar occasionally, and I firmly believe you don't have to eliminate it entirely to thrive healthily. Yet, once you grasp the profound effects of overconsumption, you might feel inspired to experiment with cutting back. Why do we crave sugar so intensely? Sugar cravings stem from various triggers, intensifying during stressful periods, fatigue, inadequate meals, or even dehydration. In these moments, our bodies seek sugar as a rapid energy boost, but this energy fades fast. Unless you address the root cause, like hydrating properly if dehydration is the culprit, you'll likely spiral into wanting more, perpetuating the cycle. For instance, imagine feeling stressed at work and reaching for a sugary snack for that quick pick-me-up. It works temporarily, but soon you're crashing and craving another. This isn't just occasional. It's a common pattern that can lead to dependency. Moreover, sugar hides in numerous packaged foods, even those labeled savory, like pasta sauces, soups, and dressings. Over time, this can train our taste buds to favor sweeter flavors, fueling those relentless cravings. The detrimental impacts of excessive sugar on your body. Excess sugar inflicts widespread damage affecting brain function, behavior, digestion, and immunity. It's widely acknowledged that it contributes to weight gain, and consistent high intake can diminish the body's insulin response, leading to insulin resistance, a stepping stone toward type 2 diabetes, linked to heart disease, obesity, and chronic inflammation. Expanding on this, insulin resistance is like your body's cells becoming resistant to insulin signals, causing blood sugar to stay elevated. This isn't just a minor glitch. It sets the stage for serious conditions that can compound over time, making early intervention crucial. Beyond that, surplus sugar disrupts gut health. Diets high in sugar and fat, typical of Western eating patterns, harm gut immune cells, disrupting bacterial balance. It can also promote candida overgrowth, a type of yeast, potentially causing leaky gut syndrome, where the gut lining becomes permeable, leading to sensitivities to foods you once tolerated, plus issues like thrush, skin irritation, and persistent fatigue. To clarify for beginners, leaky gut is when tiny gaps form in the intestinal wall, allowing undigested particles to leak into the bloodstream, triggering inflammation and allergies. It's a complex condition, but understanding it starts with recognizing how sugar feeds harmful microbes in your gut. Since the gut and brain are intricately connected via the gut-brain axis, overindulging in sugar can alter brain chemistry. Research indicates that high-sugar diets modify neurotransmitter levels, such as dopamine and serotonin, heightening risks for anxiety, depression, and other mood disorders. But here's the part most people miss. This link explains why sugar binges might feel euphoric at first, mimicking addictive behaviors, yet leave you worse off emotionally in the long run. Is this connection something we've underestimated in mental health discussions? Furthermore, excessive sugar might weaken your defenses against illness. Studies reveal that just 30 minutes after consuming simple sugars, white blood cells' ability to combat bacteria and viruses drops by 50%, persisting for at least 5 hours. If you're frequently battling colds or feeling run down, reducing sugar could be a game changer. How sugar affects your energy levels and skin. You've probably noticed by now how sugar's effects ripple through your entire system, and your skin is no exception. Too much can spark bodily inflammation, contributing to conditions like rosacea, acne, and eczema. It's even tied to accelerated aging and wrinkle formation. Think of it as sugar aging you from the inside out. On the energy front, heavy sugar consumption leads to notorious blood sugar swings. One moment, you're buzzing with energy. The next, you're exhausted, irritable, hangry, and dizzy, desperate for another sugar hit. Each indulgence prompts the pancreas to release insulin to stabilize levels. But this creates a vicious cycle of peaks and troughs that's tough to escape. Practical strategies to rein in your sugar consumption. Maintain a food diary. If sugar seems to be dominating your intake, begin by scrutinizing. Armed with this knowledge, you can strategize swaps for healthier options, such as choosing plain yogurt over flavored varieties loaded with added sugars. Kick off your day with protein-packed meals. If your mornings involve sugary cereals, granola, coffee with heaps of sweetener, or skipping breakfast altogether, which can lead to erratic energy and cravings, switch to protein-rich starts. Opt for dishes like eggs with avocado and smoked salmon, or Greek yogurt topped with berries. These provide sustained energy without the roller coaster, keeping you satisfied longer and preventing afternoon slumps. Reduce added sugars gradually. Work on minimizing refined sugars you incorporate yourself. Coffee enthusiasts adding a teaspoon per cup, racking up 15 grams daily, nearing half your limit, might start by halving that to half a teaspoon, giving taste buds time to adapt before phasing it out completely. Steer clear of liquid sugars. Approximately half our added sugar comes from beverages like sodas, milkshakes, and fancy coffees. Even fruit juices, often deemed healthy, spike blood sugar rapidly due to the absence of fruit's natural fiber, which slows absorption. Cutting back on these drinks, perhaps replacing a daily soda with water infused with lemon, can slash your intake significantly. Avoid abrupt sugar bans. Going cold turkey can intensify cravings, so emphasize adding nutrient-dense foods rather than focusing on restrictions. Satisfy sweet desires with low-sugar fruits like strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries, which provide sweetness without major blood sugar impacts. Experiment with blending dates, oats, nut butters, and cocoa for fiber-packed treats that mimic chocolate cravings. This gradual approach often leads to naturally lower sugar without deprivation. Balance your indulgences. When enjoying sweets, combine them with protein and healthy fats to curb spikes. Think nuts with dark chocolate or yogurt with fruit. These create satisfying, stable snacks. Opt for healthier sweeteners. Skip artificial sweeteners, which can heighten cravings and addiction. Instead, use natural options sparingly, like honey, maple syrup, or coconut sugar for baking, as they have a gentler effect on blood sugar. Mashed fruits such as bananas, dates, or grated apples can sweeten homemade goods without refined sugar. Professional advice for sustained harmony: reducing sugar might feel overwhelming given its prevalence, but mindset shifts everything. Shift focus from losses to gains, like sharper work concentration, radiant skin, or resolving mysterious digestive woes, possibly linked to sugar. Also, be kind to yourself during slip-ups. Sugar is pervasive, and occasional treats fit into a balanced life. Within a month of moderation, your palate will evolve, diminishing those intense cravings. Simply put, the less you consume, the less you'll desire. Now, let's stir the pot a bit. Is demonizing sugar entirely fair? Or does the all things in moderation mantra hold more water? Some experts argue that natural sugars from whole foods aren't the villain, but processed ones are. Where do you stand? Have you tried cutting back and noticed differences? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree sugar's impact is underestimated, or disagree with the call for drastic changes? We'd love to hear your perspectives.